Hi there, Anna here from Mask Addict, and today I wanted to talk to you about my makeup instead of skincare or face masks. I wanted to do this because I've noticed that a lot of these things I've had for quite a long time. I'm not a makeup artist or anything, so I don't share my makeup with anyone aside from myself, and they've all been fine in terms of not giving me an infection or, still smelling fine, working fine. But there are a few things that I think just don't work for me anymore or just aren't really my style. So I wanted to give you a little tour of my makeup setup. So this is a Muji 5-drawer makeup drawer. A lot of people have this. It's great. So this first drawer, you can see all my lip balms, which I will get rid of some of these. Highlighters that I couldn't fit into the drawer beneath, and some brow products. And down here are blushes and highlighters that I have. And down here I have a Z palette, and this is a double-sided Z palette. So this side has some bronzers and highlighters, and then the other side has blushes. So I just depotted a bunch of blushes from, say, a little container like this and just pop it in. So then this is my favorite drawer. I have all my lipsticks here. These are the colors that I use the most often. So you'll see lots of bright pinks, lots of bright colors here. And then down here are my less used colors. So a lot of like dark vampy colors that I use in the fall, and then some like neutrals and things like that. And then here is where I keep my base makeup and kind of like the essentials. So I've got a powder, like a little powder puff thing, just of loose powder. A little mini highlighter from Urban Decay, a blush, some foundation right here. This is by The Ordinary, and this is Makeup Forever. Some lash stuff, so mascara and lash primer. It's my concealer, eyeliner. Then I've got the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Oh, that's upside down. And this is by 107. I kind of use this as a primer in case my skin feels really dry, even after moisturizing and all that. And then here in this container, I have more eye makeup. So these are all my eyeliners. And here's some liquid eyeshadow from Glossier, a lip pencil, more lash primer. These are all eyeliners and things that I haven't opened. Oh yeah, more lash primer. Some concealers by First Aid Beauty, more mascara unopened, and a brow pencil also unopened. So I just kind of reach in here. Once I'm done with this eyebrow pencil here, I'll just get this. So that's kind of an overview of all I have. Let's start in here because there's the most in here. Okay, let's start drawer by drawer. So I'm gonna start with the first drawer, and these things I'm gonna keep. These are brand new. These two are actually unopened, so I should actually put these over here. And then this I'm using on a regular basis, as are these three. But these lip balms I'm not a huge fan of. These I just never got along with. These are by Peach and Lily, or Peach Slices from CVS. And then this snail lip treatment I liked, but this is really old and it's kind of like that thick and goopy texture, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then this is another backup of this guy, so I'm gonna put this over here in my backup section. So I'm gonna keep keep these. Ooh, I'm already feeling good. And this is pretty new, so I'm gonna keep this and this. I have a feeling I'm going to get rid of a bunch of stuff in here. And what's nice about this Anastasia Glow Kit palette is that you can take these pans out. And I've already tested it. It does magnetize to the bottom of this. So I have a feeling that I'll be moving all these to here. So let me put this aside, but I'm definitely keeping this. So we'll just put this back. All right, second drawer. I think I'm probably going to keep most of everything in here, except for this. This is a Cynthia Rowley Illuminizer highlighter. I usually take it with me when I travel, but it has a tendency to leak sometimes. And I got this from a Birchbox, and I canceled Birchbox years and years and years ago. So this is very old. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm going to keep this for now. This is a Nude Sticks lip and cheek pencil. I actually like this a lot for travel because I can use it as a blush and a lip pencil or lip color, and it's a very neutral color, so you know, it's nothing too flashy. I can just feel like I'm still put together. So I'm gonna keep this for now. And everything else I use on a regular basis. I wanna move this up to the front maybe, because when I open this drawer, all this is hidden in the back. So I wanna, when I organize the blushes a bit more, I want to rearrange this so this is more in the front, because I find myself picking this up a lot. This is the Black Honey Pop blush from Clinique, but I should use this too because I do like that color. So let's move on to the next one. So again, this is the double-sided Z palette from Sephora. Let's do the blushes first. And these, all these squares are from Benefit, from the same palette. And it was from a holiday palette a long time ago. And I found that these two colors are kind of the same. I don't know if they'll swatch well in this light. Yeah, they're not going to. So I definitely prefer this one more. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. And then I paired these two together. This is Dandelion, I think, and this is the Tarte birthday gift from Sephora from a few years ago. And I like this color more, so I'm gonna get rid of this. And then this one I like. This is the Rocket Tour, I think. And then all of these are that, so this is a NARS Orgasm, which is that peachy, shimmery color. And all of these three are kind of in that same family. This is from The Balm. This is from Benefit. I don't really reach for this one either, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Man, I'm really hating on the Benefit today, so I'm only keeping two. This is a NYX color, and when I swatched it, it was really patchy, and it's quite old. And this one's a little more vibrant. This one is by NARS. This is Desire. This one's like a NYX HD blush. I've never even seen it online really, so I don't know if this exists anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, I should also clean this as well. I'm debating if I should keep both of these because they are kind of in the same family. And I'm wondering if I should keep this too because I do have this Tarte blush. And the pink kind of has that same color to it. Let's see. I'll just swatch that right here. And then here's the Desire. I'm using the same fingers so the colors might not be true. Okay, so Desire is like a bluer pink, I think. It's different enough to me that I think I'll keep both. So, oops, we'll put that back. So got rid of 4 blushes. I'm pretty happy about that. Here are my highlighters and bronzers, and right off the bat, I know I don't use these bronzers. This is the Tarte or Too Faced chocolate one. I never use it. It doesn't even show up on my skin really. And Hoola is a little better, but I don't use bronzer, so I'm gonna get rid of this too. And then these two are from the Balm. So this is the Mary Luminizer, and this is, I forget the name, but it's in that luminizer family. And this is a really, really pretty, I'm gonna get a wipe. Really pretty bronze, but I don't really use it, and I have something similar in here. The bronzed here is pretty much the same as this. And I think I like the Glow Kit more. It's just a little creamier. So here, I'll show you. It's so pretty. I wish I liked it more. So there is this guy. And if I compare it, it's bronzed. It's got that same look, and I'm not a bronzer gal, so I don't really need to keep that many. For the Mary Luminizer, I don't reach for it. It doesn't have that right color that suits me or that I like. So I'm gonna get rid of this and this. And these are from Wet n Wild, and they're actually pretty nice. This is really peachy, and I'm not a huge fan of, I prefer more champagne-y kind of highlighters, so I would use this one way more. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. These are great highlighters. I like them a lot more than some, more expensive ones. So I would definitely recommend checking them out. They do have a lot of colors. So I'm gonna keep these two. I am a fan of like the champagne gold color, and then I do like this Fenty Beauty one a lot. So I can move all of these guys into this palette and see how easy it just pops out. Oh, I need smaller fingers. Okay. And actually, I'm going to switch these two. They're kind of together. Cool. So now I've got some saved space here, and I got rid of a bunch of stuff here. I think what I can do is I can move this. Maybe I can even put this in here somewhere. This Surratt blush, I don't think is magnetized, but I do have little stickers, like metal plates that I can stick to the back of this, and it'll magnetize to this palette. So I'll do that a little later. And then for this is a bright red blush. Oh my goodness. And I'll try to see if I can depot this. I usually ruin blushes by trying to use like a paring knife and just prying it off. I've definitely broken a few, so you can see this one's a little mangled because I did it that way. I know some people use heat to kind of loosen up the glue underneath, but I don't have a straightener or even a curling iron, so I'll have to get creative, or I just have to live with this being in the case. But I can definitely put this in here. Okay, now for the hard part, lips. Like I said, these are all lipsticks that I use on a regular basis. I will have to get rid of these lippy sticks from ColourPop. These are really, really pretty. What are they, like $5 from the ColourPop website? But these are more than a few years old. Ooh, if I think about it, maybe 3 or 4 years old. So I should get rid of these. As for everything else, now I have room for these. These are new. These were a Christmas present, and I think these still have a bit of life in them. I'll keep that. This is pretty new too. I think I'll keep everything here. I do try and rotate through all these colors on a fairly regular basis, so it's not like anything is popping out as, wow, I've never touched that. So I think these can stay. This drawer is the more interesting drawer. Right off the bat, this is another ColourPop lippy sticks. This is a beautiful color, but it broke or something, and when I open it, the lipstick just falls out, I think. Oh, I might have tried to smush it back in, but it's not worth saving. And again, this is more than a few years old, so I should get rid of this. And this is a color I bought from Life's Entropy. It's a indie brand, and it's just this, it's a very true purple, and it doesn't really suit me. I like this guy a little bit more, so I'm gonna get rid of this, even though it pains me to do so. I have never even worn this out, so that really sucks. And these two are from Kaja. This one, what is this color? It's called Cashmere. It's really patchy on me, and it's like a liquid lipstick slash lip stain. Yeah, so it's kind of patchy. I don't really like working with this one. The other two colors, this one, which is more of a red, and this is a neutral-ish color, are not as patchy, or not patchy at all, actually. And now I have a bit more room. I'm thinking I should get rid of this. This is also a few years old, from Life's Entropy. I really like the color, and I wear this a lot in the fall winter time, but it is quite a few years old, and I should get rid of it. And then the last two things, these two colors from ColourPop, Cashing Out and Mystic, are very close in color, and I think I remember liking Cashing Out more, so I'm gonna keep that one and toss Mystic. And I think I've really narrowed things down. I'm feeling so good. All right, so let's talk about the makeup that I use on a regular basis here. And right off the bat, I know I need to get rid of this. This I've had for quite a few years. I've only used it a handful of times because as soon as I bought this, my skin started behaving, and I've just been using this Sephora concealer around any red areas, and that's enough for me. So I can't remember the last time I even touched this, so I'm gonna get rid of this guy, as much as that pains me to do. And same goes for these two. These are foundations from The Ordinary. I should probably get rid of them. Yeah, it says it has 12 months as the kind of use by date, and I'm pretty sure I've had these for over a year. I'll go and check my receipts, but I'm thinking these are probably a little past their expiration. Even though, again, all these things I only use on myself and they smell fine, but if I'm not reaching for them too often, I should probably get rid of them. So I might actually just keep the Coverage foundation. I've been using this a little bit as like a thicker concealer for anything that this can't cover. And the Serum foundation is very, very light coverage, very watery. It's not really my jam. So I'm gonna get rid of this one for sure. But again, I will review my receipts. I think this might be over a year old. I'm not quite sure. So I might get rid of it if it is, and I might even run to the store and buy another bottle, because this is, I think, a couple of dollars, maybe $6. It's quite a good deal. I am generally pretty good about my mascaras and eye products, so these have had these are newly opened within the last few months, and this one is a Tom Ford eyeliner. I'm gonna keep this around because it's Tom Ford. It was really expensive, even though I didn't pay for it. Someone paid for it. So I'm gonna keep it. I do like it. So this, I think I should get rid of. I don't use it, even though I thought, everyone said this is like, gives you that lit from within look. I just don't see it. So it's not a product for me. I tried to make it work. I've had this for a very long time, so I should get rid of this as well. This is fairly new. I do like using this when my skin is a little dry or I see any dry patches before applying makeup. So I'm going to keep all this. This blush is fairly new as well, and I do use it. I just can't, it doesn't fit in the drawers in here because it's so tall. I wanted to show you, look how cute this is. It's like a little cushion. So you stamp it like that, and it blends pretty easily. I kind of like tap and blend, and it's very, very cute. So I think I'm done there. And then here are, again, all of these things are unopened. Oh, except for these guys. So all these, this is unopened. These things are unopened. So all of these things can just stay there until I'm ready to use it. This is my only lip pencil. This is from Kat Von D, which, I don't really support the brand anymore, based on her, anti-vaccination and possibly Nazi supporting views. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I got this for free from Influencer. I don't use lip pencils, and this color doesn't really match with any lip colors that I wear on a regular basis anyway. So I'm gonna get rid of that. These are the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealers from First Aid Beauty, and they are good concealers, but I don't think they're good for what I need. I think these are more for under eye concealing, and I don't usually conceal my under eyes. I'm usually just concerned with the redness around my nose and chin, and they're kind of a little patchy, or the color doesn't really lend itself to covering that redness up. Again, I do really like my Sephora brand gel serum concealer. It's like $14 from Sephora, so I like this a lot. I don't need these, so goodbye. These Glossier, what are they called? Oh, Lid Stars. They might be on the chopping block next time I go through a little declutter. I am starting to get into eyeshadows and stuff, so I'm going to keep these around and see if I can use them a bit more than I do now, which is almost never. Eyeliners. So, okay, I'm gonna get rid of these because I used these when I got married, and that was a little over 4 years ago, and I think they might have been already a few months old then. And these are eyeliners. They are gorgeous. Oh God, are they solid now? They won't even shake up. They are a gold and silver eyeliner, and it's just so pretty. Also, don't judge me for wearing gold or silver eyeliner. It's very subtle, I promise. I wore them on my wedding day. I felt very glamorous in it. So I'm gonna get rid of these. I've been hanging on to these for way too long. I think mostly because I did use them on my wedding day, and it's not like an everyday kind of color, so I always think like, oh, I can keep them around for a special occasion. These I do use. These are the Sephora colorful waterproof eyeliners. So this is a bright blue, this is a navy blue, this is a black, and then there's a Lancome art liner, and this one's a Fenty Beauty eyeliner as well. I do use these on a regular basis, although for these I should probably toss them and buy new ones when there's another Sephora sale. I think there's usually one in April, so I'll probably replace those then because it has been a little while. So I'm feeling pretty good. I got rid of a lot. I got rid of a lot of lip stuff, some eyeliners, a lot of blush and bronzers and highlighters, and then some lip products, more lip products, another pseudo highlighter, I guess. It never highlighted for me really, and some face products. So I am pretty proud of myself. Alrighty, so I've cleaned up all the products that I've thrown away, and I've kind of reorganized all these things to make a little more sense. And I also found some more things that I did a little more thinking, and you know, they should go. So let's go through this. These are all products, like I said, are for the eyes and are completely unopened. I was mistaken. This lash primer I did open, so I should get rid of that. It's been open for a little while now, and it's Wet n Wild, so if I wanted to buy it again, and it is a good lash primer, I will buy another one. So these are all unopened. These are some tools, more unopened lip stuff, and then like the eye stuff that I want to keep around. And then here are the things that, you know, I use on a pretty regular basis. So everything's here. Not much has changed other than the things that I threw out. I did say that I wanted to look at the receipt for the Ordinary Coverage Foundation, and I did buy this in November 2017. It's 2019. So this is going in the trash. And this is after I used like my makeup wipe and cleaned up the cap. So I'm a little sad, but again, just like the Wet n Wild, it was pretty inexpensive, so I can just buy another one if I do miss it. The most dramatic change, of course, was in this Muji 5-drawer container. So we'll go drawer by drawer. So up here are my brow products, lip products, and I was able to put my Kaja stacked eyeshadows in here. These were in a drawer underneath my desk/vanity and not used very often because I don't see them. But now that they're here, I think I'll use them more often. And then here are my highlighters and blushes. So like I mentioned, these I don't use very often, but it was because it was shoved in the back and I just can't be bothered to reach back there or whatever, or, you know, out of sight, out of mind. And now that they're in the front, I'm hoping I'll use them more often, and time will tell if, you know, maybe I'm really not in love with these products and they'll go in my next declutter. And then I have more of the blushes that I've kept, and this Kaja Mochi Glow highlighter was up here on the first layer, and I was able to move it down here because I made some room. And this little pencil I said I used for travel anyway, so it could live in the back. What is missing are these ColourPop highlighters that I thought I should keep, but they are quite old, and I think right now I do prefer powder highlights and using a brush rather than dipping my fingers in these and dabbing it. They are very well loved and I do recommend them, but they are quite old, so I should let them go. And what else is missing are my Surratt blushes. So this was a little like 3 pan holder, and this had another blush in there, and I was able to move all those in here in my C palette. So I have all my blushes here. So these were the Surratt blushes, and I kind of organized by color family. I do like to dip my brush in like multiple colors and make my own custom color. So these, I'm very happy with because they're all here. And then the other side are my highlighters. Uh-oh. This one, I need to fix the little magnetic thing that it's attached to, but you get the idea. So this is the Anastasia Glow Kit that I removed from this bulky thing, and now they're all in here, and I'll probably get rid of this. I don't see myself putting these highlighters back in there if I wanted to travel. If I do want to travel with a highlighter, I have this Becca one, and I'll just take that one. But anyway, so I like how, you know, condensed this all is now, and then I do like these colors from, you know, that were here already. So those are my blushes and highlighters, and then the areas with the least amount of change, these are my lipsticks that, you know, I think I only got rid of one or two things, and then again a couple of things in here. But I do love lipsticks and, you know, bold colors, and I do use a lot of these colors, so I wasn't out to, you know, get rid of a ton. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching my little declutter video and me talking out loud about, you know, what I should keep or what I should toss. Let me know if this helped you at all. I'd love to know if you have anything to confess, like my really old eyeliners. Oh gosh, I'm cringing. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.